Hello and welcome to Knowing Healing. I am Vicki McCarthy and I invite you to join me for today's Awakening Affirmation reading. Today I'm reading from Louise L. Hay's Wisdom Cards, and here is the card I have drawn for you. I am safe and secure in my world. I love this card for a couple of reasons. I was immediately drawn to the ladybug. And just last week I had a ladybug come and land on me inside my house, of all places. And I always see that as a little sign that Mother Nature is saying hello. It's spring here in the Southern Hemisphere and the garden's blooming and there are wonderful signs of new life everywhere. I know in the Northern Hemisphere it's going to be fall for you, or autumn. So again, it's a change of time where nature really shows us her power and her beauty. I am safe and secure in my world is something that I like to affirm as a healer and a teacher, that I am divinely protected at all times. And that is an important understanding. Once you tap into your spiritual pathway, you can feel the presence of loving guides around you, but be discerning as to who you invite into your world. And that includes people as well. Sometimes we'll have people in our lives who, when we are around them, we feel depleted, we feel less than we felt before we were in their presence. And that can sometimes mean that it's time to say goodbye to that friendship. Many of the people who come into our lives who challenge us are twin flames who come in and show us what we need to learn. And they can be very challenging relationships, and oftentimes it can be painful to be around those people, but we still need to learn whatever the lesson is that they're giving us. And in those times, you need an invocation like I am safe and secure in my world, just to keep your own energy feeling as though it is protected from something that might bring you down or might make you feel that you are less than the divine spirit that you truly are. Let's have a look at the in-depth section of this reading. If I have a compulsive habit, I realize that there is some need in my consciousness for this condition, or it would not be there. So if you have an addiction of some kind that you're working on, and addictions come in all ranges, shapes, sizes. Worry can even be an addiction. That was one of my addictions early on in my life, was worry. And that was a difficult one for me to deal with, but it was something that I did allow to release from my consciousness. And when I let go of it, I realized that it had served a purpose in some way. It had slowed down my process and my progress in life because I wasn't ready for the next level. And many, many years ago, I was able to deal with that and allow it to leave my consciousness. Now that I have this extra idea of being safe and secure at all times, there is no need for that kind of an addictive, worrying pattern to go on in my mind all the time. This is an environment where we are powerful focusing mechanisms, and we love to focus on the world around us, and that's part of the reason we are here, to enjoy the experience of being on planet Earth. And sometimes we can get drawn to things that are not necessarily good for us, and we know deep inside that we need to release these things. So if you're working on releasing a compulsive habit or even a strong addiction, there is some need in your consciousness for this condition, or it would not be there. So where you need to look for the releasing is within your consciousness. There is something in you that is holding on to it because you believe that you need this. So you need to be in a space where you forgive yourself, love yourself. As always in all of my readings, I encourage you to embrace the world with an open heart. And when you are embracing that love for self as well, you will find that compulsive habits and addictions begin to fade. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to our next reading, and remember, you are a divine spirit of pure positive energy, and you are loved beyond measure.